Welcome to our live talk, Asked Current Students, here live at the Academy's film studio. My name is Nadine, the Application and Admission Manager here at the Intake Department. And today you have the chance to connect with our real-life master students and ask them really any questions you may have regarding academic life or just general student life here in Aachen at RWTH Aachen University. I have invited three students, Spandan from the Robosis Master, Armin from the SPE Master, and Amia from the CAME Master. And they will not only share their experiences at RWTH Aachen University, but they will also be here to give you maybe vital advice you may need to start your studies here in Aachen. Okay, so my recommendation would be use your chance here today to ask any questions you may have. Use your chance for this exclusive Q&A session here today. Really only, the students will only be available here today for you. Okay, good. Let's start our little small talk with a short self-introduction of all of you guys. Let's start with you, Spandan. Tell us more about you and your study story.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Spandan Vaidya from India. I'm pursuing robotic systems in RWTH, as you all know. I'm in my second semester. I did my bachelor's in computer science and engineering from VIT Chennai. When I was in my second year of engineering, I had the opportunity to participate in a summer school program organized by International Academy here in Aachen. I absolutely loved the program and enjoyed my 3-week stay here. My performance in the short course also led to an internship offer from an RWTH institute. And in the same year, I came here again to do a research internship. Both of my experiences of studying here were fantastic. And by the time I went back to my bachelor's, it was already clear to me to pursue my master's here in RWTH.
Perfect. Very good to hear that you already participated in a summer school, which we also offer. Amin, tell us your story, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amin. I'm a student at Smart Production Engineering program, and currently I'm in my 4th semester. So, I studied also mechanical engineering in my bachelor's, and also I was really interested in production engineering and all the related branches to the production engineering. And when I was doing my last 2 semesters of my bachelor, I found the smart production engineering program really related to what I'm really interested in. And so I found the program really interesting, and I started to apply for that and started studying here at RWTH.
Yeah, and you are in your
4th semester. Currently,
exactly,
now I'm
in your 4th semester. Yeah. What about you, Amia? Tell us more.
Oh, hello everyone. My name is Ameya. I'm currently in my 4th semester of MSc CAME. I'm in the conception track. When I was in my bachelor's, I was always curious how the simulation softwares work, how ANSYS work, how other simulation softwares work, and was curious how this computation mathematically is converted into actual computers and how this physics works. So that's why I took this program, and today I can say in the 4th semester I have quite good understanding of that. I'm also doing a HEVI here at one of the Institute of Institute of General Mechanics, and also I'm applying those things over there. So far, I'm I would like to discuss how the course is about, and waiting for everyone to see in Aachen.
Yeah, great. So, Spandan, let's start with you as our newest student, aka a freshman, which you not really are. You're in your 2nd semester, but can you just recap how it was in your first few weeks or months here in Aachen? How was it to settle in? What were your biggest challenges and stuff like that? Can you share your experiences?
Of course. Honestly, the first few weeks are totally mesmerizing. The city of Aachen is extremely beautiful, and I enjoyed a lot. We also had the welcome week, made a lot of friends. We traveled around places. We went for parties a lot, and first few weeks were really enjoyable. I also had to responsibly do some tasks, as in settle in my apartment, buy some stuff, set it up, get my city registration done. At the same time, register for courses for the first semester. There were some documentations as well. Get my blue card. So yes, it was fun, and my first weeks were really nice. If you come here in September or October, it will be autumn, and it is very beautiful here in Aachen. I mean,
Yeah.
every season has got its own charm, and
Although the winter can be a bit daunting, coming maybe from a tropical country, the winters in Germany are always very long and dark, but we get through it, right? That's fine. Okay, now let's continue with your first and second semester. From experience, how was it with the much higher standards here at RWTH Aachen, being a university of excellence? How did you cope, or what would be your advice for future students to get used to the higher standards here at an excellence university?
yeah, RWTH is a prestigious university. It's a top-ranking university, as we all know. But what we don't realize is that the academic standards, studies, and exams are also top level. So you have to put your best. You have to give your best. And in my first semester itself, I started a work student job in a company here in Aachen. So it was managing work and studies, especially during exam time, was especially exciting. My advice to all of you would be to be in touch with what's happening in the lectures. It is the best if you attend lectures and tutorials, but just don't lose track with what's going on. You might feel left behind or lagging. Keep in touch with the teaching assistants as to at what pace are the lectures moving on, and study sometimes. And you have to study dedicatedly 1 or 2 months before the exam. Plan well.
Yeah.
You should be fine.
Yeah. And my advice, just as a side note, would be don't start a heavy job straight away in the first semester. You did it, but you're an exception. But we don't usually recommend to do that, because in the first semester, as you just said, there is so much else going on, and you need time to adjust and won't have time to do a heavy job straight away. Okay. But I mean, continue with you. Tell us about, why did you choose the SPE master? What interests you the most about it?
Well, as I told previously, I was really interested in production engineering, and meanwhile, the combination of the mechatronics and computer science and every kind of new technologies related to the production engineering. So I can remember when I was reviewing the module handbook of the SPE, I saw so many interesting courses that are actually related to each other. And also, I found that learning those modules or learning from those modules can bring a lot of benefits for me, because they are somehow really new, and also they are paying attention to the old consistent knowledge that already existed, and also the new technologies that are now being used in industry. So I found that really interesting. As an example, I can say, for example, there is a course called Intelligent Monitoring Systems, and it is about doing the job, collecting the data, and also reading the data, making some decisions, and it gives us a very good insight on the whole system level.
Yeah, that sounds quite fascinating. Which track are you specialized in? Because the SPE is a master where you can really choose from 3 tracks, which are a certain specialization in itself, right? So which one did you choose?
Yeah, my specific track was Smart Factory. And Smart Factory, as it is obvious from its name, it is mostly about the factory level knowledge, somehow about factory planning, production management. And that was my specialization.
Good. And just briefly, can you tell us a bit more about the connection with the hosting institute, the MTI? Are the professors and lecturers really taking care of you guys? Do you have interactions with?
Honestly, from the first moment that I started my lectures, I was in touch with all the professors from the MTI. Every course that even we have in the first semester, the professors and their assistants are also present. so we can easily after class or during the class communicate, ask questions, or ask for hints or advice. So yeah, they are really in touch, and also they are next to International Academy office, so you can come and come to their office or ask some questions from their assistants as well.
Yeah. I think that goes for all the institutes really at RWTH Aachen, or the lecturers and professors there. They are really approachable, right? You can always talk to them, because our classes at RWTH International Academy are a bit smaller than in the public courses, so you have much more interaction with the lecturers there, right? Amia, you are studying our longest running master program, the CAME, or CAME is a short version of the name. Can you tell us maybe more about the academic landscape at RWTH from your experience in general, or at the hosting institute, the General Institute of Mechanics?
So about the landscape, so we have been taught from advanced finite methods, like numerical methods, and also the current technologies like artificial neural networks, how to apply that in simulation. And so they are covering like basics, basic maths, advanced mechanics, and as well as they are linking that to the current technology. So I think that is one of the necessary thing or requirement in these days. So the hosting institute itself provides these courses of linking the current technologies to simulations and all.
Yeah, good. And how about your weekly schedule or the workload? Well, how would you describe a typical study week?
So I will say in the first and second semester, when you have 5 or 6 subjects in the start, your week will look a bit busy. But like for example, you will have 2 lectures and 1 exercise in a day, or maybe some more as well. But you will for sure find 2 days in a week, half day free. So you will have only 1 lecture or 1 exercise in that way for first and second semester. In the third semester, when you have 3 subjects or 4 subjects, it will reduce the load. But as you go on, second and third, you start working as a student or as a heavy, so that adds on. But I believe the workload is the week will be sufficient, not for exam.
Yeah.
During exam, you will realize the time is not enough. But as I said, that for exams we need to prepare before a month, or if possible before that. So I think that's how the week looks like.
Yeah. You just mentioned it yourself, exams. Can all of you maybe say something about the exams set up here at RWTH Aachen, when the exam take place, how heavy they are or how hard they are? Just, either of you maybe give some remarks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So exams or courses in general are conducted by different institutes of RWTH. So each institute has their own style of conducting exams. In the first semester, I gave 6 exams, and 3 out of which were computer-based, multiple choice type. And other 3 were pen paper based, so I had to sit and write down. The timings are different, the duration of the exams are different as well as the marking system. So it depends completely on the institute. But and the difficulty, it's up to you how well you study. But now that I'm through first semester, I feel that they are doable. I think exams are more hyped up here, that they're going to be difficult and a lot of people fail or not. But if you study well enough, if you understand the concept well, I think they are doable completely. There's nothing scary about it.
Okay. Yeah. Anything you guys want to add?
So for me, for Kame, generally the exams in all the semesters were confined to a month or 3 weeks. For me, it is nice because in the 3 weeks the exams are over, but in all the 3 weeks the stress levels would be too high. I remember in the second semester I had in 8 days I had 3 or 4 papers, I think. That was too much because out of them 2 were difficult one. But you have to remember one thing, won't work like as in the bachelor's that we get up a day early and go to the exam. That won't work. Here the exams are application based. They will test everything, every a bit of knowledge from what they have taught, and also you're assuming that you did something in your bachelor's as well. So
Yeah.
that is something new, I think.
And it's already a good advice, right? That you guys should keep in mind.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think the biggest difference, what I heard from other countries is, that RWTH exams are at the end of the semester, right? And not
Yes.
in between. So as you just said, there is a period of 2 to 3 weeks where you have certain amounts of exams. And then you are completely busy and overworked. But that's the way it is. And you have to do some time management, right? That's the most vital skill, I guess, you have to have, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Good. Guys, I would say I will give you the chance here now to ask your questions, because that's what the live talk is all about. I'm not here to ask all the questions. You guys should ask the questions. So please write them in the chat. Oh, yeah, there they are. And I'm going to read them out loud so everyone can listen to it, and then we'll see who is going to answer the question. Okay, there is a first one from Amia. What are the main differences between teaching methods in India and Germany? Do you have any tips so that we can adjust to a different teaching style? What would you say?
I think most of us come from an engineering background. I did my bachelor's in technology or BTech, and most of my friends here in Aachen, who are also from India, have done either BE or BTech.
True, yeah.
So rather than looking at point of view of how studies happen in India or Germany, I think it will be more logical for us to think how things are taught in an engineering course versus a sciences course. This is a master's course in sciences. So there has to be much more focus on the fundamentals, how algorithms are derived in the first place. In engineering, we learn about how we apply these algorithms. But I think we go one level deeper, how they are made, how they are, constructed. And I think that is the core difference in the teaching style or the studies, is what I feel.
Yeah. You guys want to add?
So like he said, that we need to understand that this is so as it is it will be almost theoretical. You need to understand for almost, I think, for first few days you will always find why, like where is this exactly applying. But once it goes down the line, you will be able to match it with practical or the application point of view. I think like there is no as teaching difference, but yes, the method overall, the subject and course will be different. So attend the lectures, you will, I think, get the idea. I think.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's get on with the next one from Kunbo. Hi, I'm RWTH26 from China, so you will be joining us in October. Very good, welcome. I heard that the average graduation time for RWTH is around 2.9 years. Okay, that's a precise number, even though the standard program length is 2 years. My questions are, why do many students take longer than 2 years, and how realistic is it to finish in exactly 2 years? And should we need to do from the first semester to make it possible? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can already answer some of that, and then I can add a little bit if you feel like it.
I think flexibility is a big reason. Here, it is quite flexible to us as to which courses we can pick in a semester, which exams do we want to write. It is also possible that you deregister for an exam 3 days before it. So it is the flexibility that will cost you time. Another thing would be that, yes, people take longer than 2 years because they want to work in between. Let's say they take 1 semester off or 2 semesters off and work.
Yeah.
So that is also possible.
Yeah.
That's why people take longer. Realistic, it is possible. You will have to do on average 7 courses per semester to finish it in 2 years.
Yeah, but it's not a bad thing to finish after the usual or the regular study period, okay? Because, learning takes time, and why most of our students finish a semester later, because you are right, the usual time for graduation is 5 semesters, exactly. And that's why, that's because most of our students are doing an internship, and an internship can already take about 3 to 6 months, and that's 1 semester gone. And hence, you have to add 1 semester more to do your courses. But again, it's not a bad thing to take a little bit more time, okay? You will still get a job, right? Okay, let's scroll down to the next question. From Wu, as a robotic systems engineering student, how can I get a heavy job? Yeah, or in general, maybe, how can we get heavy jobs? Any of you guys are already working. You said you have a heavy job as well. How did you get it?
So, like in general, you have to look on the RWTH job website. You can try emailing the professors of the course you're doing. You can ask the research assistants or people who take the exercise, and these are the ways you can apply for HEVI.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. There are boards. We as Academy have a career board where jobs are posted, and any institute really has a job board as well, or an old school board in the building where jobs are posted.
Even
really,
are also posted.
Yes, absolutely.
And I would also suggest attending the lectures and making connections with the research assistants there would help a lot, because they are mainly responsible for hiring HEVI students. And when you are in touch with them or in contact with them, and meanwhile you are getting good grades or you are performing well in the class or in the exam, you will be automatically one of the best options to be selected.
Yeah, that's a very good advice. I mean, very good. Deepika, a question from you. I come from automotive background and with 5 years work experience from Bosch in coming to robotic systems engineering. I'm curious about the student demographics at the cohort. Are there many students joining with significant industry experience, 5 years plus? Are those pursuing this in a second master? Additionally, how does the university support experienced professionals in leveraging their past background so we can transition into more senior roles in Germany? Okay, 2 questions. I think the first one maybe you can ask, or I guess you can answer when it comes to the demographics.
Yeah, the demographics are quite even. There are students freshly graduated from bachelor's like me, and there are people who have taken many years of experience, 5 plus specifically as well. So it's quite even. It's not very particular that this course has a lot of experienced students or freshers.
True, yeah.
The demographics are even.
Yeah, exactly. That goes for all our masters. I'm the application manager, so I know all your CVs, not from heart, but from experience. I think it's around 40 to 60%. I'd say 60% are more the really freshmen that are going straight from university bachelor to the masters, and the 40% are more the young professionals who do have some work experience. Usually around 2 years. 5 years plus is really very advanced. We do have those candidates rarely, but 2 years is the normal average that all of our students in those 40% break do have. And when it comes to us, the Academy supporting experienced professionals, as I already mentioned, we do have a comprehensive career program. Our career manager, Franziska Vanmeer, you can contact her anytime once you are enrolled. She will give you interview training. We will have career coaches. We will have network branches where you can connect with the industry and already meet future employers. So there will be lots of opportunities to get you up and running and to stay in Germany after graduation, definitely. Hey you, a question from you. Do we need to find and communicate our tutor in advance? What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm assuming exercise tutor.
Yeah, maybe.
If you mean exercise tutor, then I think there is no need to find.
No, I don't think so. No, I think
and
so
I don't
too.
think that even they will like entertain you. With
Yeah.
they are already a lot busy. So
Exactly. Okay, Raf, do we need a high level of German before starting at RWTH for work student or Hiwi jobs? Or is it fine to arrive in Aachen with only A1 German, then study further at the Sprachenzentrum? What's your level of German, guys? Come on.
No, I started as an A1 student. I still work as a work student, and I am studying in a Sprachenzentrum.
Yeah.
It's going pretty well for me, so
Yeah.
no problem.
Exactly. So yeah, we don't need any German, to be honest, to study our courses. They are fully English taught, and even as you said, even when you have a job here, Hiwi job, Werkstudent job, whatever, most of the academic personnel, they all speak English and they understand English as well. But of course, we always say you want to study here for at least 2 years. So we offer compulsory German language courses as part of our curriculum, and we always recommend that you choose German because of the benefits I just said. And if you want to continue your career in Germany at the latest, then you should level up your German knowledge because, to get an advanced position in Germany, you really need to have B2 or even C1 German. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Okay, let's go on with the next question. Sumant, if I do stay back for an extra semester like Konbo asked, do I have to pay additionally for that semester? Yes, actually, you do have to pay an administrative fee of 750 euros. Okay, so not the total tuition fees of 6,000 euros, but only 750. And also you have to pay the Semesterbeitrag charged by RWTH Aachen University directly as part of the student body and social contribution fee. Okay, so good. I cannot pronounce your name, I'm sorry. Could you give me more insights into how to work or get exposed to WZL while studying SPE? Also regarding Studierendenwerk and housing, when do we receive communication from them regarding rooms currently on my waiting list? Yeah, okay, I can answer that one. And Amir, the first question goes in your direction, right?
Yeah. So basically, as I told, in the first semester, when you start your studies, most courses at SPE, for example, mechatronics or manufacturing techniques, they are basically a combination courses from WZL and MTI. So you are easily in touch with the professors and also their assistants. And as I also earlier explained, when you are in contact with their assistants, you can talk easily about the opportunities for working as Hiwi, or also know about the working conditions at WZL and also their level of standards. And as I know, WZL is one of the well-known institutes in Europe, so they have a really high standard. And also the working condition there is very professional, so you will get to know about it when you are in touch with the assistants there. And I will suggest that getting there is mostly possible by making connections, not just applying, because so many people are applying there. Right? Yeah, they are always applying there, and their applicants, there are a lot of applicants there, so you can increase your chance by just getting in touch with the assistants mostly. And then automatically in the second or third semester, when you have courses, that also happened to me or some other colleagues as well, when you are performing good or you are getting good grades, you will automatically get some kind of recommendations or suggestions from people who are working there. So you will easily be able to work there as well.
Yeah, makes sense. Just try to stand out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Make yourself visible.
Do not be afraid and try to stand out and then show courage.
Yeah, good advice. And as for the second part, Studierendenwerk or student dormitories, there is a long waiting list, and I cannot really say how long you have to wait until you receive an response, but from what I heard, it can take up to 6 months. Yeah, so don't give up. There will be a response at some point, but my advice would be don't only rely on this one application at the dormitory. Please apply for other housing options as well. Okay. Deepika, another question from you. Since the curriculum at RWTH is quite theoretically intense, how well does it translate into the German industrial job market for those of us not looking to stay in academia? And is it more difficult job market? Is there any additional effort to bridge this gap? I don't know. You feel comfortable to already talk about it?
This is a
It's
difficult
very,
question.
hypothetical question.
What I have found, honestly, people in the industry or those who have started up a company, they do require all the theory, all the math. So it's not like whatever we are learning in Robosis program is not going to be applicable in the industry, will make more sense in the research. I don't find it that way. I feel that in industry as well, if you want to invent something, if you want to design and develop a robotic arm, let's say, you would still require the math behind it, the kinematics and dynamics.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be the answer to the first part of the question. I don't know about second.
Yeah, I would also add that I think the bachelor studies, they are quite theoretical. I agree with that. But the masters, especially our masters at the academy, they are known for being very practical orientated because we don't want to be that theoretical, because a master is addressed to professionals who have already done all the theory and now want to gain some further deepen a knowledge about certain areas. And so I do not really agree with being theoretically intense. Our masters, I think, are very practical orientated. That's why we also have the compulsory internships in most of our masters to give you the industry perspective. And the second part of the question, as I said, I guess the internships will prepare you for the industry, and we are always in close connection, especially here at RWTH. We have a very close network with the surrounding industry, and we know what the market is really asking at the moment, and we are addressing those points into our curricula. So good. Omka, next question from you. Are there any subject skills or preparations you would recommend before coming to RWTH for the MSE CAME in the conception track? Amir, that's for you.
Okay.
It's a long time back. Can you remember?
I don't think there is a necessity to revise something, but if you just want to revise, then you can just look up basics of Python. But core subjects, there is no need. You will get used to it down the line. So,
but programming language, I do get that question quite a lot because the CAME is very digital, computerized in old school language. Do you need any specific program language skills?
No, actually. So, for example, we use for in the first semester we have a subject Advanced Software Engineering. There the course is taking Java, but they will teach you the basics what you need, but that would be enough. We don't have to develop a program using Java. We just have to learn the concepts of object-oriented programming, and for that only we need that. So as such, there is no need to revise any skill or anything. Like preparation.
Maybe recap your mechanical foundations.
Maybe
right?
you can recap Math 1, Math 2, Math 3 from engineering, or mechanics subjects like strength of materials, and I think that would be enough.
Yeah. Good. All right. Woo, another question from you. What course can I learn before the summer as a robotic systems engineering? Yeah, that's the same direction just for the robotics. Do you have any preparation courses?
I would say revise calculus, matrices. That is pretty much used in kinematics and dynamics. As far as courses go, maybe you could revise kinematics and dynamics of robotics, or what are the different components of robot, the sensors, actuators, drives, and when you come here, you will anyways have to learn everything in detail. But as a preparation, yeah, you could revise calculus.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I know that you are from China, Wu, judging by your name, English, right? Prepare your technical English skills, right? Because you need to be able to understand written and spoken English very good, yeah, and also be able to communicate in English. So that would be my advice from my point of view. Okay, Abhinav, a question from you. Which electives would you recommend if I want to specialize in autonomous robots, AI, or computer vision?
There is
also
a compulsory course on computer vision. As of autonomous robots go, we have mobile robotics as a part of 2 courses in the first semester itself. Electives, I mean, you should be fine with the compulsory courses in itself.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, good enough. Raf, on a lighter note, do you visit home, India, often or only during Christmas break? That's a good question.
I just came back from India.
Okay, yeah.
And I would go back again in Christmas.
Okay, yeah. But for you guys, have you been home during your studies
not
here?
yet,
or?
but it is possible. It is manageable. Like during the semester breaks or even Christmas break, it is.
Yeah, true. Between the years, so from Christmas until mid-January, I think there's always a big academic break, and that would be a good time for you guys maybe to go home. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I will recommend go home after the first semester.
Okay.
Because I also
Yeah.
went, and I think
Yeah,
you
yeah,
also
me too.
went.
Yeah.
It is like beneficial strategically because after second semester you will have you will have to find something job or something. So you will need that break during after your second semester. So you should not feel that you didn't went for a year and want to go home.
Okay.
So strategically, that is beneficial. That's what I will recommend.
Good to know, guys. Abhinav, you have another question. How are internship opportunities in Germany for robotic students? Yeah, I guess they are pretty good, being it a very current topic and everyone wants to be and get into robotics. I don't know, maybe you, Spandan, you can maybe talk about your job that you have landed straight away. That's not an internship, but maybe you can share some industry experiences.
So I'm not working in robotics directly. I'm working with software. There is also some AI that we are implementing at the moment. For robotics, I mean, people do find jobs in startups here. There are a lot of startups in Aachen. Most of them are also working in robotics. There's Neura, which is a startup in Germany, which is doing great. And a lot of people from robotic systems get hired there directly.
Yeah.
You can always find job opportunities in other industries. For example, if someone needs computer vision engineer or AI, data analytics, I mean, robotics guys can do these tasks as well.
True, yeah.
And should be fine.
Yeah, I totally agree. Don't worry too much about it. There will be plenty of opportunities because, our master is still quite unique in Germany, and everyone wants to hire our graduates from the robotics, right?
Let's go.
Okay, another question. No, I don't even want to try to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. How important is German language proficiency for getting internships and jobs in Germany? And is it manageable to learn German while pursuing a master's degree? We already briefly talked about it, right? So just to repeat it, German for our masters is not necessary, but for if you intend to stay in Germany after graduation, especially after graduation, want to make a career here in Germany, then you really need to level up your German skills. At least B2, if not more, is necessary. Okay. Good. If I choose other language courses, will it be taught by German or by English? Well, we offer our language courses, and we say you should take German, but of course you can take another language as well, Spanish, Italian, yes, or whatever you like, and those languages will of course then be taught in the native tongue. So you don't, you will not be taught Spanish in German. That doesn't make sense, right? So I guess, but yeah, I'm not working at the Sprachenzentrum. It's an odd question. Anyways, Raf, another question from you. Hello, Amia. That's addressed to you. What is your timeline to graduate for the CAME? Are you about to graduate after this semester, or do you have jobs lined up? And do you have jobs lined up?
So currently I'm doing mini thesis. We have in our third semester a compulsory mini thesis or internship. So I wanted to explore. So as I am in RWTH and it is known for its research base. So I thought that I wanted to explore how the research is in the academics, how it works, what depth do they go, and one of the best ways I found is through mini thesis. That's why I'm doing currently mini thesis, and in the next semester I will start with my master thesis and so on. So I think in general, if I look at my colleagues, they are either doing internship. So you can say in fourth semester everyone is exploring what they want to do. Sure. It will help you, or rather helping us to understand in which direction field we want to go. I think that answers the question.
Yeah. Good. Vu, from you a question again. Where do you live right now? In the official student apartments? Yeah, that's a good question. So, actually, I don't know. Are you guys living with the academy housing options or at the private market somewhere?
Oh, I am.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
too? I mean?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah?
So I was living, for the first year, I was living by the accommodation by Academy in Open Falle.
You know?
But now I'm living outside.
Yeah. Okay.
You can say private.
Yeah. It's a reasonable question, Vu. For our Chinese and Indian students, we do have a special amount of flats or housing options available in our own academy housing at Oppenhof Allee in the city center or Elisabethstraße. But they are not really enough for all of our students. Okay, so you have to, as I already said, you have to explore other housing options as well. That would be my recommendation for all the other guys here in the audience. Don't rely on one housing application. Please do apply to as many options you have available, to be safe in October for when it comes to housing. Okay, Anirudh, a question from you. How are the opportunities for CAME students? How likely is it for someone to get a HEVI and an internship in related fields?
So I think when I was looking for HEVI, there is simulation happening in every institute, almost every institute. From what I remember the numbers, we have 60 institutes under the mechanical engineering faculty, and everyone is either doing CFD or structural or any other type of analysis or simulation. So I think for HEVI that would, you can apply to many institutes. About internships, I think you can try for automotive. We can also try for energy sectors or heavy engineering sectors. So
it's a broad field you can apply for. Good to know. Is it easy for you guys to keep pursuing your PhD program in RWTH? Well, none of us is doing it, but maybe that's the aim, right? So do you want to pursue a PhD in the future?
Would be more interested to work in the industry directly after my master's. I think what the question should mean is it easy for us to get a PhD in RWTH directly after our master's? Don't know.
It is actually. It is. I think it's well, not easy, of course. You have to put in some effort, but as you briefly talked about as well, the research landscape is very, very unique here in RWTH Aachen University. Many facilities, lab facilities, state-of-the-art research opportunities, and therefore we have many PhD positions open, which are also posted on job boards, and you have to apply for them regularly. And the good thing is that you get paid for it as well, right?
Yes.
So PhD positions are paid for in Germany. That's a good thing.
Yes.
I only learned that recently, to be fair. Good. Another question, or the next question from Manikandan. How to prepare myself during the time before joining RWTH Aachen in the KAMI course in October 26? What subjects and skills do I need to study before arriving?
I think we discussed.
We discussed it.
Yeah. So, like in one line, you revise revise all the engineering math and strength of materials and any mechanics related subjects if you had in masters. I think that would be
That's fine. Mark, hello. Question from you. Would it be possible to work alongside my studies in order to cover the semester fees of the 6,000 euros? My perspective, yes, it is possible. As I mentioned in the beginning, please don't do your heavy job in the first semester straight away. That's not a good idea. For most of our students, you will be challenged enough, being in a new country, new city, new academic environment, new settings. So taking on a job in the first semester, not really good. But as of the second one, you can do so, and you are allowed to work 20 hours per week as a student, right? So that's the maximum hours we would recommend anyways, because otherwise, you will lose focus to your main purpose of being here, which is your master program, okay? Good. Do we need programming skills in SPE? Armin, programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for the SPE specifically, no, because as you told, we have also the course Advanced Software Engineering, and it is in Java, and there you will learn more about Java and object-oriented programming and the concepts. But the thing here is that I would suggest, if you are not familiar with the programming, I would suggest to get familiarized with that, because sometime, it will be connected to your studies or your work, of course, or at some point of time you will need to work with some code somewhere, even for a short time. So I would really suggest to learn that if you are not familiar with it.
Good
But for the
advice.
SPE specifically, no. I mean, you don't have any specific programming language exam.
Okay, that's good to know. Mitashi, you want to know about the living experience at RWTH or in Aachen regarding food and living. Are there any ways or sites that one should look into other than Studierendenwerk Aachen or private housing? Okay, so it's more about housing. I don't know. Maybe you can tell us how you got your housing, your private housing on the private market.
Well, I'll be very honest. I was just telling him the other day, getting accommodation here is like a task, almost like getting a job.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So we applied through Imo Scout and Vegagesuit. So these are the two apps you can use. About the apps, you will have to make a lot of applications. I remembered me and my friends applied for 200 applications. We visited 20 or 22 houses. Got rejected from everyone. And I finally got the place wherein my friend was living. But jokes apart, you will have to constantly look out for the houses. You can also join. There are some WhatsApp groups, and the ads are posted there. You have to reply instantly, otherwise If
Yeah.
you just miss it for 5 minutes, it's already gone.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That might be the biggest challenge you guys will face coming October when the winter semester starts, and usually all the courses at RWTH start in the winter semester. So hence, all new students are looking for accommodation, and RWTH, being Excellence University, is drawing in many students. So it is a very crowded housing market. You are absolutely right. It is tough. But in the end, really, all of our students found a place to stay. And as I already mentioned several times, my best advice is always explore all the options. Okay, apply for a student dormitory, apply for a WG, a shared accommodation, apply maybe for a short-term accommodation. And most important, don't only look at the city center of Aachen, where you think it's the best way to live close to the campus. No, please look at the outside areas as well. There are surrounding smaller cities where you can live cheaper, where it's less crowded, and you can still be connected to Aachen via public transport. Okay, so it's not really a big problem to take the bus for 30 minutes or so and drive into the city center of Aachen, but maybe you get cheaper accommodation outside of the city center or even outside of the city of Aachen. Okay, this would be my advice. And you can also check out the RWTH Aachen Housing Advice Service. Okay, so if you Google RWTH Aachen Housing Advice Service, they have a very good housing guide for international students that you can download, where really all the tips and hints are put together for international students how to find good housing. Because it is a tough market. That's we have to admit that. Good. Let's go on. Another question. Looking at the time, there is still some more minutes left for us to answer. How is the job market for master students from KAME course? Can you please share suggestions to improve the chances of securing a job? I don't know.
I'm not
are you
yet
already
in the phase of
but
finding that.
are you looking to stay in Germany
Yes.
or
So I mean, there are I'm not intensively finding the job yet, because I have yet to finish my master thesis. But yes, I can see there are some postings, but very less, because I think the market is bit. But I think it will improve down the line. I'm like as I said, I'm not looking at intensively. Maybe people who are looking, they might be finding that. So I think not the right person to answer the question.
No, I mean, I don't know the job perspective from the top of my head when for our KAME graduates, to be fair. But in general, I know you guys maybe have heard that in Germany the industry is a bit struggling, but don't be put off by that, because once you have started your master, you will have 2 or 3 years to study, and after that the job market can change completely. So I wouldn't worry too much right now in your situation how your life will be in 3 years later. Also, don't always look at the big names. You want to work for Bosch, or you want to work for Siemens and Mercedes and stuff like that. They are not really hiring at the moment, but they will be in the future, I'm sure of that. But also maybe look at the smaller sized companies here in Germany if you want to stay in Germany. They are always looking for skilled, qualified young engineers, okay? You might not earn 50K a year, but still you have better chances to get a job there, and maybe get an advanced position straight away after graduation. Okay, so stay positive. You will find a job afterwards. I'm 100% sure of that. Sumant, a question from you. Can you talk more about accommodations and what we should know about regarding it before come to Germany? As I said, maybe check out the RWTH Aachen Housing Advice Guide and download this one to find more information about the accommodation situation. And there's another question about the development design track. I would like to know your track if you had one, Spandan.
Yes, I have taken autonomous and sensor-based systems. Good track, design and development. And what percentage of subjects? It was 50% in the first semester.
Okay. Good. Abhinav, a question from you again regarding the VZL or WZL. Which programming skills or practical experience are most valued by employers in AI and computer vision companies? Well, I cannot really answer that, to be fair.
I mean, for AI and computer vision, Python is the most straightforward answer. Programming skills, maybe look at Jupyter Notebook, some of the libraries in Python for data science, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and towards AI, SciPy is there, and then what else?
I mean, like
TensorFlow.
just TensorFlow, or JAX maybe. But I mean, it will depend again on the application. So,
But here we'll learn more about how AI was
Works.
built in the first place.
so neural networks and all. I think
Exactly, right from the very base
calculation.
calculating probabilities.
Good to know.
So not much to worry about skills. For this course, you would have to focus more on the mathematics.
Yeah. And that you need to know, yeah. Okay, Raf, another question from you. Do you really need 3 attempts to pass exams, or is it manageable to pass most, if not all, of the exams in the first take? Well, it really depends, right? How good you've been prepared and, attended all the lectures. What's your experience
I would say-
with your exams?
I would say if you study well, it is easy to just pass with the first attempt. But if you are not prepared or you think that you cannot really manage that, I would personally suggest to just maybe deregister for the exam, or try to do the exam and then like failing the first attempt of the exam is not really a strange thing. I would say just you gain more experience and you will know more about the exam. But generally, it is, especially for the master's students here, it doesn't matter which major or which track you are studying. Generally, it is not that difficult to pass in the first attempt.
There you go, guys. So if you prepare and if you attend all the lectures, then it's all manageable. Okay, guys, I know there are a few more questions, but we really have to look at the time. And I want to give you guys the opportunity maybe to finish the Q&A and give each of you maybe your top 3 tips or takeaway messages to be best prepared to begin the studies here in October. What would you say, Spandan? What would be your...
Oh, top 3. My pro tip would be to get ready to eat, ready to cook meal packets. Super useful during exam season. You just have to heat it or boil it in water and eat it directly. For the kind people out there, do get 1 or 2 packs from me as well.
Okay.
But yeah, socialize, make friends, have fun, and it will be all good.
Yeah. What would you say?
So when you will come here in the first week, you will have to do main 3 things. You should do 3 things. You should get yourself appointment for city registration, but I will recommend you get appointment before you come here. So you schedule your days in a way that let's say that you are arriving here in the end of September. You should have the appointment for city registration at the first week of October. You should ensure that so for example, you should have a document from the landlord. Then because if you don't have city registration, you won't be able to, in some cases, you won't be able to open the bank account. So if you are not able to open the bank account, you won't be able to access your blocked account money.
Yeah.
But I think for Expatrio users, that is not a case. Expatrio gives another bank account, I think.
Yeah, what
but
to do
for
for you.
Oracle, I was using Oracle. So that was not the case. I think city registration is the main thing.
Yeah.
You should book the appointment before you come here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will get appointment literally in December or January, and You will need citizenship for every single thing, every single legal documentation out here.
True. Germany is very bureaucratic in that way, and yeah, that's one big step you need to do. Register with the city of Aachen, because then everyone in Germany has to be registered at some point in some city, so we always know where we are, and that's the basis for all the other official things you need to do. Open a bank account, or sort out your health insurance and all that. So that's very important, and it is beneficial if you are able to book your appointment in advance, because it can take up to 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks to get an appointment. Especially in October when everyone has to register for the new students anyways. What would you say, Armin? What your biggest tips?
I would say my biggest tip would be just try not to be afraid of communicate with people here. Communicate with people, make friends, and especially in the first weeks of each semester, you have the opportunity to join a lot of programs, and also there are a lot of international programs that you can join and also make new friends. And making new friends is not just for fun. When you make new friends, you will know more about the lifestyle here. You will know more about the professional lifestyle, of course, here. You will get to know so many, PhD students who are currently studying PhD, and then you will know about more details, or even some people who has been graduated and they are working in industry around Aachen. So you will know more about this kind of information.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe in general, right? Try to connect as soon as possible with your peers, or even with students from other programs, because then you're not alone, and you will always have someone to talk to and share your worries and whatnot. Because, as I said earlier in the beginning, you arrive here in October, and that's when the winter season hits in Germany. And most of our international students just struggle, especially in this period, with the weather and when you then are alone, then it's even worse. So I think that's good advice. Make friends always in the first few weeks of your studies, then it all will be easier, right? Good, perfect. Guys, that's it for the live talk. We really have to watch the time, because we don't want you guys to stay here for too many minutes, longer than an hour. It was very nice that you all had so many good questions, and it was especially nice of you guys that you make up the time today to be here available as current students, and answer all those questions from our prospective students. And with this, we already closed the session, and I just have a few more remarks at my last slide. If you want to get in touch with the Academy, please do so via our master's teams, okay? So 2 weeks ago, we had a session that was called Meet Your Future Student Success Managers, and those guys are really behind this email address here, masters@academy.rwth-aachen.de, because as soon as you are a student with us, as soon as you have enrolled as a student, those student success managers are really responsible for you, and you can book an appointment with them even already right now to discuss your future studies with us here. That's not a problem. On the opposite, that's very welcome. We want to connect with you as soon as possible. And some save the dates about upcoming webinars. We do have a Q&A session about the German health insurance system, which is very beneficial, and it is compulsory in Germany to be health insured, and even you as international students, you need to have health insurance if you want to enroll at RWTH Aachen University, and that's why we have a special Q&A session on May 12th, and there will also be in the near future in August a info session with me about the RWTH enrollment process, because that's rather complicated as well, and I want to give you guys the heads up how to do it right. Good, that's it. Don't leave the Zoom chat just now, because there will be another QR code posted in there containing a little survey that all of you can do if you still have the time, just giving us a little feedback about this webinar, how we can improve and what not. And that's it, really. We say goodbye, all of us, right? Thank you very much for attending, and hope to see you guys in October here live in Aachen at our welcome day. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.